Interesting final words there.
Yeah, considering.
Yeah. Payne, obviously very much underestimated by Misfits, and you definitely saw that on Overpass.
I'm not even sure if they were underestimated. I would just say outclassed across the board, right? And one of the things which I think is interesting is the fact that Payne really couldn't look into Misfits because it is a mixed team thrown together in the last minute. There's no history. You can look at, maybe how individuals like to play certain situations and counter-strat to, or at least make adjustments to those little details, but you can't counter-strat a whole game plan because one didn't even exist until the boot camp just before this tournament. So I think a very interesting thing Matthew would like to say is welcome to the Payne train.
You just gone and done it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just ruined
Why are you a savage like that?
I was just thinking, Matt's got one thing to say.
I was actually going to say they had a smooth landing on Overpass, and now it's time to get on the Payne train.
That's quite nice.
But, Chad, sometimes you just like to look more creative than you are. I call that a little smug, taking other people's work. That's plagiarism. I'm done here. My lawyer will be in touch.
You're supposed to leave the set.
We might have the same lawyer.
Don't.
Nah, see, my lawyer will
please
remove
stay,
him.
please stay, because obviously for everyone at home,
We definitely don't have the same lawyer, by the way. I have a different lawyer than most people in esports.
Anyway, James.
the reason that they were doing that joke about the Payne train is because the second map in this best of 3 is train. So how
If
do
anyone
you feel?
ever thinks Chad's clever, that's all he does, by the way.
Or just steal people's
Just
work.
steals people's work.
Yeah.
No, he wrote down like a novel yesterday with loads of puns, and they were all from his head.
He Googled sadomasochist puns and wrote them down.
I'd love to actually see what comes up when
Yeah.
when you Google that.
Probably some interesting
that
ones.
All right.
Yeah, there's probably some odd stuff on the internet.
Yeah, oh, there is, yeah. Anders has been showing me a lot today.
Yeah, he's all over it.
The question is, Matt, if you were in the hot seat right now and you were paying games.
It is a little warm here.
And
I farted on it.
you had lost to Cloud9 16-1 in this situation. Now you're going
Sure.
into train. Misfits have picked it because they think it's a weakness of yours. And I believe, Vlad will tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe you would probably get the side choice in this scenario. Okay? Would you choose to start on the CT side where you only got one round against Cloud9?
No, start
or
T side.
Start T and run with momentum
See,
and have a game
obviously,
plan.
you just talked about the execution on Overpass. They were good with execution. They seemed to understand how to put smokes down. We just never saw a chance for that on train before. I think I start T side, undoubtedly.
I would love to see that kind of mentality come out, and I hope that they're channeling that. I was wrong. Misfits chose the starting side.
How do they choose map and side?
Maybe the graphic was wrong.
Was the graphic wrong, lad?
we're asking the people, the gods
It doesn't
above
matter.
who may know.
Because that would mean that would
Maybe he's trolling me. This is, sometimes it's one thing when we throw each other under the bus, but production, they'll get you. Remember last week? Oh, they got me good.
Yeah, they did.
They got me good in
Why?
that
What did they
tiebreak
do to
time.
you?
They told me that if Fnatic won, then SK was out, but it didn't mean that at all or whatever, and I went on with it.
Hold up. Payne banned Inferno. Misfits banned Cobble. Payne chose Overpass. Chose Train. Yes? So
Payne did choose
Payne
the side.
did choose the side. And which side did they choose, Vlad?
Yes, I do want you to spoil it, Vlad.
Please spoil it.
What did they choose?
Yeah, it's T-side. We
Matthew
nailed
was
it.
right.
We're
Hooray.
good. We're actually good at our job, yes. Anyway, what happened was they told me that if SK won, or if SK lost, they were essentially out of the tournament. If Fnatic, anyway, they were
It
all
was wrong.
I even asked them to double check. I even said live on air, can we get that confirmed? And then they confirmed it, and I was like, yeah, well, apparently that's the way. And then they were wrong.
Do you know who, do you remember Power Rangers, either of you?
Yeah, of
I
course.
do.
I had
I
a
do.
crush
Who
on the
was
big
a
one.
huge marathon on Twitch very recently?
Here we go. Who is the big blue orbed face guy? I forget his name.
Zordon.
Yeah, that's actually right.
That's kind of what Vlad is, because I'm looking up and I can see him up there as he's talking to us. So he's
in the
kind of-
circle.
Yeah,
in the circle
yeah.
that's above us.
That's what he
Did
is.
you know that they filmed that
we go.
head thing
Did you-
once? All right, don't try and stop me. What are you doing? I'm coming out with great Power Rangers facts here. Did
Go.
you know that they filmed that bit with Zordon just once?
Okay.
Just with his mouth moving a bit. And
Yeah.
every time you see him for the
God.
rest of the show is that same recording. They just have him saying different things.
Ruined my childhood.
Did you find Power Rangers was racist?
Not
Oh,
really.
no, let's not delve here.
No,
Well,
please.
why was the yellow one Asian?
No, let's not do
No,
that.
seriously.
Well-
That's just not
I
right.
think you're racist for thinking it's racist.
This is baloney.
I like how you
think
twisted
it's
it on
I
me.
think it's probably just...
You just did the which comedian was that? Louis C.K. I'm not racist. You are for making me finish the word in my head.
Which gender pronoun do you want to be known as, Matthew?
Gender pronoun. Can you give me a few examples that might apply to me, Chad?
I don't know them very well. Maybe we'll talk to Anders about that a little bit later. He knows them quite well.
Yeah, he seemingly does.
So they're sitting back down, which tells me that they're getting ready to go. And you'd be bloody confident right now if you're the boys from Pain Gaming, willing inflicting that pain on Overpass.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go from
again.
here, guys. I just
Steal my
think
joke.
like Peacemaker can really just sit down with his squad and say, look, we just need to hope for individual performances. Let's try and tighten up as a team. I know that old mate Relic said communication isn't an issue. He's lying. You know,
do you think he is?
Well, okay, sure, they can speak English. You know, there's no drama there, but just in the way that the game is processed. It's more of a cultural understanding of Counter-Strike as opposed to the language barrier.
That's not communication then. That's just skill set.
Cerebral.
Yep. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah, look, if I'm Misfits, I want to be aggressive. I want to get them before they can execute.
Yeah,
I want to push Ivy. I want to get to the
approaching
corner.
they were approaching situations, though, I guess quite well would be the easiest way to sum it up, because you could even see there was a player in backyard, I think it was Tatazan, and he was even checking, you know, the sandbag boost at short, Matt, where they boost over and they can look. He was even worrying about that, which means they had all the bases covered. Every single one.
We'll see on train.
All 4.
Yeah, we will indeed see
Home
on
plate
train.
as well. Now, I've never been to home plate, Chad.
The players are ready to go, but first we do have a very quick commercial break.
The mummy.
It may be. Maybe. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll be back with Anders and Henry to take it away on train.
What you have released is unlike anything we've ever faced.
What's happening?
You have been selected.
Give in to me. I'm scared.
The Mummy, rated PG-13.
That's a mummy. Do you want to be my daddy?
I will.
Yeah? You up for that?
Maybe we could, maybe like a sugar daddy.
That would be nice. I know you've got all the money, so...
Yeah, you know, there's such thing as sugar dating now. Have you heard of this?
I haven't. Please explain.
So sugar dating is where you go on a date with someone and, you know, you make a list of stuff that you want. So it could be like an iPad or a couch or something. And then the sugar daddy will sort of buy you that, and you go on a date, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay. That sounds quite nice, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty good concept, I think.
Yeah.
Sort of, you know, fit for the modern world, you know.
That makes a lot of sense.
Fast life that everyone's living. I think it's it's a thing anyway. How do we get onto this again? What happened?
I just called you daddy, and all of a sudden you're telling
Right,
me
that's
about
it.
the kind of stuff you're into. But anyway, should we get into this game?
I don't see why not.
Pain will be starting the T-side. We have not seen their T-side on train so far. We saw an overpass, it looked great. We saw their CT-side on train, it was awful. So hopefully, it's all going to be fine.
I like the logic. I don't know if it will apply 100%, but I am looking forward to it.
Oh, there it is. I was going to say, have I got this wrong? They have changed it around. So
They have swapped it around.
Okay, I was getting very confused then. Have I ruined it again?
Does that mean the desk is wrong? I think they...
No, they said Pain was on the
okay.
T-side, so they're right.
Oh, damn. I was hoping it should be the other way.
You'd love to see that, don't you?
Yeah. Well, we do have 2 smokes picked up on the Pain Gaming side, so that's actually what we've seen all day on train.
Absolutely.
Just for the execute, just to get the clocks closer.
It gives you options, right? I mean, you have to go, oh, we're doing the inside execution here, or the outside execution. You can do inside, smoke connector, maybe smoke towards the lower ramp as well, or you can go towards outside, smoke towards Ivy, connector, similar sort of vibe, and you go for the plant. So just waiting for the initial plays to be coming in. Pain did look like a much better team, I have to say, in the first map. This is the second. Whoever loses this, overall best of 3 is going home. And for Misfits, like I said, I don't really think this is a team that's really gunning for a major from what I've seen so far. Same sort of can be said for Pain, but they have looked much better in this best of 3 so far.
They're going to be sneaking in. Sick has certainly got the angle here to get a quick pick off if no one's flashing or anything, which is good news because at least there's a smoke coming in. That's going to make Sick move a bit out of position. Flashbang not going to touch him at all. He's still got a chance to maybe get a kill on someone here, but as soon as he misses, he's going to be falling back. He doesn't want to get run down by the Glocks, and I can't really blame him for it. There's a nice headshot taking down Neckers. That's a good start. Now Cello going to come, and they've got him isolated in the corner, and he's immediately going to go down. So 4 versus 4. The bomb is being planted right here. This could get interesting.
Yeah, that wasn't the prettiest of kills, but they managed to pull it off. 4-on-4 now. The retake begins. We have got a kit for ZQK. and 2 players coming from Ivy as well. Cello should be looking to lock them down here. So the damage done, aggro taken away by his teammate. He might get the double frag here. I think he almost certainly will. There it is, finally comes in. 2 Glock headshots. Now it's a 4 versus 2. Skylar and Dever Duvek trying to do what they can. First opening headshot now. They've got something to work with there. 3 on 2, and they're looking to find yet another headshot here. Could happen, but time ticking away.
This detour has taken them way off the bomb side here. They're really running far away. They're going to get the headshot regardless. It's unbelievable, but DCT's in such a great position, and they don't have anything to stop him with. He's just looking for the shot. He actually gets it on the guy defusing. What a horrible turn of events, and Skylar is most certainly done. There's nothing you can do to win this one. DCT looking for it, but eventually they both go up with the bomb, man. That was well played.
Little golf clap for him there. That was quite nice.
Clap.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Didn't Hiko used to have that? Maybe he still does as his stream thing. I think
I don't know. I've never watched his stream.
Someone tweeted us and tell us the Hiko golf clap is still a thing.
It's still a thing. Does he still stream? He's kind of dropped off the face of the planet recently.
I don't know what has happened to Spencer. I do miss him. So
yeah, me too. You used to see his smiling face at every event. Now it doesn't seem like I've seen him in a lifetime. But I hope he's okay. Shout out if he's watching. Either way, that was quite a nice play from the remaining T player there, managing to just find it to defuse. That's his main objective, right? He's behind the E-box, time ticking away. They've got so many angles to check. You just make that 1 kill, you guarantee the round, which he managed to pull off. So it's a great start for Payne once again, and that's even better from Amanek, I have to say. A nice deagle headshot. We said it's like the mini scout. Finds the first kill, and it's a 5 on 4. They have force poured into this round, but the bomb planted. It's a set piece, just like that. That pretty much guarantees the round enders. That might sound like a really ambiguous statement, but okay, with another kill coming in, maybe not so much.
Gotta be a bit risky here, and Landon actually goes down. Nekis will fall after getting the 1 kill, and Tatterson now 1 versus 4. I mean, the bomb planted, yes, but he's going to have to be very careful. And they even have a smoke, man. That makes his life very tricky. The flashbang not quite going to connect with him, but Amanek taking him down with the deagle, and that's in spite of everything they put into that round. They had the wall of smokes originally coined by the revolutionary Counter-Strike thinker Anders.
That's right. Where is he these days? I haven't seen him at events in a while.
It's true. It's very true. He's been doing a lot of thinking.
He has, and working on his strategy mentality, I guess. But still, it's going to be that bomb going down. Once that's what I was saying. I was like, okay, now the bomb's planted. They probably won't be able to recover from this. But the deagle headshots just kept coming in, left, right, and center. That round should have been over, I thought, when the bomb was going down. But still, Payne with the plant can force buy and return. So Misfits not out of the woods just yet. We do have UMPs, Tech 9s, and 3 smokes to work with as well. So what's the play here? It's bouncing back. Headshots from Dever Duvek and Skylar. We'll see whether they can hold on to this, not so much lead, but at least the equal situation.
CKK doing a great job over here. He's pretty much going to shut down the round. I feel like in the last round, Payne Gaming were playing like they were one of those teams that had, you know, Tech 9 armor, and they just desperately wanted to get the bomb plant down. And then, they were actually the ones with rifles. They could have just chilled out a bit.
Those are the sort of rounds I hate. In the second round, anti-eco, you know they've just got pistols, right? And you're doing a strategy right off the bat. You're just doing it, let's just do this strategy. Let's get out there and kill them all. Or let's rush B. You don't want to do that. You want to do a default first. And give yourself a chance. Get the first pick. You've got the weaponry advantage. Why are you running into a potential stack? Why are you making that a possibility? And the fact you're deploying smokes, yeah, sure, that's great. You're going to eradicate some risk there, but the CTs can also hide in those smokes, sit behind them, there might be some gaps. And that's exactly what's happening. Not everything was covered, and you're in lots of 1v1 situations. With the deagles, you're going to have a really rough time with that. You just want to slow things right down, get into the map control, get control of the upper halls. Let's get on Pop Dog. Let's get those places established first. Then we'll go into the set piece. That's how you should be playing the anti-ecos. And I'm sure Chad's having a good time with me ranting once again about my dismay in one of the tactics. He does enjoy one of Henry G's rants.
I think everyone does.
Yeah, well.
Have you? Is that a Henry D rant? Is that patented yet? Like, could that be
well, we're trying to make it a thing. We're going to start a podcast soon. That's going to be one of the segments we're doing. So I choose a bad play and I kind of rant about it for like a minute.
Can there be? Can there be like a section of that where the community can vote on what the topic of the round is?
Yeah, that's fine. That's how you got to go to this. Every week, like send your
man, that's good. That's really good.
Nominations in.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this. I'm intrigued.
Okay. You'll invest?
Yeah, I definitely will. I'll submit some questions of my own. Amanek going to land some great one-tab headshots there. Just no panic at all. And I think the bomb will be going down, yes indeed, but cancels out the round. I mean, that was a very smooth round coming out of Misfits here. Things are looking a little bit better now.
Yeah, absolutely. They went down 10-1 in the first map, so they've got their act together, it seems. They were on the CT side of Overpass as well, it all fell apart. And Payne, like I said, this was their map pick, so sorry, it was Misfits map pick. So Payne had the choice to start on the CT side as well. We didn't see a great CT side performance. from them, and a couple of blunders so far on the T side. They do get another gun round here. I won't speak too soon. They might have an amazing game for us in store. We'll see what happens. Round number 5. 5 AKs, no orbs available, but they do have 5 smokes, 5 Molotovs, and all the flashbangs required as well. So still promising for them. No AWP on the CT side. This is more of the kind of bonus round mentality. Definitely can afford to squeeze out AWP, but decided to try and win these rounds with the lesser weaponry. Obviously, Scarlet down to that UMP. A couple of M4s in the mix as well. We'll see whether they can hold on to the lead.
Molotov going far and wide to clear out the back of the hallway here, which is something that we discussed earlier, I believe. Just the added bonus of having that control, not having to worry about any CTs lurking around up there. But look at this aggressive push coming in from Misfits. They're actually all the way in main with 2 people pushed up like this. This is a fairly big commitment, and I wonder how Pain Gaming are going to try and play around that, because they know that something is up. That deep smoke is already alerting them to the fact that something has been... someone must have been pushed in there.
Well, we'll find out.
Really slowing them down at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, this is classic train game. It's what I wanted to see on the second round. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Get control of the brown halls. You're getting presence towards Pop Dog as well. You're checking all these key positions. You can see a straight line formation from Misfits right now. 2 players inside, so they are prepared for a full inside execution. That's what seemed to be the go-to strategy for Pain here. Get some basic control, go towards B, drop everything you've got. They seem very confident in their strategies in that respect, and we'll see if it works out for them once again. We have 1 player watching the flanks and T-spawn, and the rest of his teammates ready to go inside. 30 seconds remaining. They have to dump their load any second now.
Yeah, Relic's just put out his last Molotov, but that's still saving it quite a while. I feel like you can save the Molotov to under 30 seconds. You're doing a pretty good job regardless. Manek, not quite sure if anyone's on the bomb site. He's going to have a lot of trouble anytime they're right behind the smoke. He gets panicked, he shoots through, and does so much damage. Look at that TCT going down and landing, trying to see if he can get out. He actually will and gets a kill on Amanek, and somehow this is a 2-on-3, but the bomb is in B, and they've got Nessic, Neck is running around out on the A side. This is so confusing. This is a really weird round.
That was the worst execute I've ever seen to the inside side. You dropped everything you had, then you're sitting behind a smoke for 10 seconds and then running through. That didn't really make any sense, but they've somehow got somewhat of an advantage here. I guess in terms of the HP they haven't. But the retake begins. 1 kill available for the CTs. Time ticking away. They have no idea where Landon is. He's pushed right up. He doesn't want to give his position away, but maybe he has to at this point. His teammate goes down. And it's going to be the 2 versus 1 now. Full defuse coming in, but Relix, he has not got the kit. Even if he gets a frag at this point, this could be a disaster. He's holding it, and now here he comes. I don't think Relix can do anything about this. Even if he gets a kill, like I said, round over. Has to fall back.
That is unbelievably sad, because if he had the kit, it would have been easy. He would have just won the round straight away. And all of that because...
What was that execution though?
It's when he shoots to the smoke, they don't realize how many people are behind that smoke. So when he goes down, it all unravels. And they heard 1 player falling back to Pop Dog, so they think, all right.
It was so confusing to watch.
Everything about that was really weird.
They had 30 seconds left. Even less, I mean, it was 20 seconds where they finally committed, right? They got smoked out the upper ramp, and instead of just pushing through with a flashbang or something, they sat there together, grouped up for like 10 seconds, and they have to just run through the smoke. They get a ton of damage, like almost like 200, I think.
Yeah.
Lost a player. It was all falling apart. They had players on the other side of the map, and it seemed like it was all done for, but all of a sudden that 2v2 situation comes in and just about win it with Skylar not having a kit there. And I'm sure he must have had plenty of money because they didn't buy orbs or anything that round. Maybe he's one of the players that died in the previous round.
Yeah.
He was a little bit struggling, but his teammates had like 7k, 8k, so he could have actually been dropped a weapon if required, and they would have won the round. But still, hindsight is always 20/20, you know. We go into round number 6. 3-2 for Misfits. Pain find a round in return. Lots of reset potential here for either side. So ZQK will be in the AWP, and Skylar's on the lower ramp there. Actually got dinked through the wall, taken down to 22 HP. And it's another default round for Pain, but mostly focusing towards the Ivy area. Got a bit of control, smoked out for now. In terms of the defense, we have got Dever Duvek on one side, ZQK on the other. And that's, of course, the AWP. So we'll see whether he turns his attention towards Ivy momentarily.
Again, they put up that smoke on the left-hand side. They had it earlier, but then they were smoked off themselves, so they had to sort of wait for everything to go away now. Try to see if they can wrap around in towards the A side of the map, and CQK already goes down. Nessic doing a really good job here, getting a kill and landing as well. So they've got the man lead, and look at how they isolate Sick behind there. He just had no chance to get any kind of backup in time. And Skylar and Amanek, is it really worth fighting for this?
That's always the question, isn't it, Anders? Is it worth fighting for?
What is? Love?
I would say so. It's probably the only thing worth fighting for. You know? You can't really put a price tag on that.
You can't?
Well, you can buy it, but it's not real.
It's not real.
Yeah.
I mean, the Beatles did teach us that, didn't they?
They did indeed. Well, we'll see whether Misfits are listening to Beatles tracks. Momentarily, they're going to go for it, fight for it. No, they'll be saving.
It seems like they will. Just trying to get that investment into the next round. So, things are looking up for Pain Gaming here.
Certainly so. 2 rounds in a row. Money now not going to be in a great place for Misfits. That's what I'm saying. Skylar's got 6k, so that round he didn't have a confused kit. He definitely had enough to actually just spend 400 bucks.
Yeah.
More so. And so much money to work with. That's going to be quite gutting for him. That's one of those moments he's like, cool, he's so far away, defuse. And it's like, oh, guys, I didn't actually buy the kit. You've got 6k in your bag. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay, 1-0 down. It's best of 3. We go on with this. Please, could you start thinking? That'd be great. That's the kind of plays I used to get mad at my teammates who did that stuff. But we'll talk about that another time.
Absolutely frustrating. I'd love to talk about that. Duvek picking up a nice kill there, but he can't really get off the train quick enough, so Tazitin's going to be able to take him down. Seems like Pain Gaming are going to try for this wall of smokes A executed. Didn't really work last time, and this time,
here we go.
Again, they're in a lot of trouble. CQK taking one down, and they're just stuck out in this yard. They're not going anywhere.
Well, it's down to DZT now to see what he can do. It's a 4-on-2 in favor of Misfits. Much more promising round for them this time. QK with the Max 7. A gun that's quite proficient on this map, I have to say. It's Cobblestone and Train seem to be the heavy favourites for it. He gets a kill towards that pop dog position, of course, and now he'll be patrolling towards the top of the T steps there. DZT hoping a mistake is made. Still have a minute to play with. See if they can bleed out a CT player, make them walk into an unfavourable position. 2 players in connecting, see that little boost coming in. We still have the AWP there for landing. Does he have any chance to make something happen with this weapon?
Well, 40 seconds. The only way I feel like you win a round like this is if Misfits sort of give you a couple of kills, you know? They really have to do some weird challenges, you know, where they just peek one at a time. One of them could have maybe been up at the sniper nest, but Amanek is doing a great job of showing himself, and that's a nice angle for him. No chance for landing either, so great job here by the French player. Triple for him, another round for Misfits, 4-3. Henry, would you say that was is that your pet hate, the one where people don't buy the kit when they have the money? Was there a worst thing that could have happened to you? On a team, what was the worst thing?
Let's think about it. I think the diffuse kit was always up there, especially if you had money. That's just one of those things you get carried away. You're having a great game, and you just think you forget the very basics of the game, and then that kind of kills the team morale as soon as that happens after you've had that great success. It's probably not the absolute worst thing you can do in a game. I'm trying to think. I'll get back to you and see if I can think of any more horror stories from my own playing career that can maybe haunt me.
All right, I've got one from after this round.
Yeah,
I've got one I'll add to the mix. See what you think about this.
Yeah, all right.
Amanek is waiting, and they've got Daviduvik pushing up, so I kind of like this. Misses the shot, and Daviduvik probably could try and do something behind this. I'm not sure if he's been spotted, but is it going to be a flashbang in? He turns his back, and actually I think the container blocked the flash, so that's a bit interesting. And next, he goes down anyway, Nesic, so we'll see what happens.
Well, this was the force buy from Pain. You can see there is a scalp available for landing, so very difficult weapon to really have any significant impact on a map like Train, especially when it's so AWP-centric. We'll see what they can do with it, though. He's landing towards the T entrance, and it's going to be ZQK off course, as you can see, patrolling the inside area.
Yes. Bomb is thinking it right. Tacitin, I think, is just going to be there. They really only have one smoke at the moment, so they can try and use that. You see DCT's got it primed already. Try and see if they can maybe make their way out of Pop Dog. I mean, that's not such a bad smoke to make your way onto E-Box, but where do you go from there?
See what they can do. Boost, maybe. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that a lot.
Is
that an under special?
It is.
Is it? Okay, I thought it might be.
But I've never seen anyone use it. I've tried to advocate it quite a bit. There's an even better version of it than that one, actually, but I still appreciate the fact that they tried it. Sick will be getting the kill there on, or will be going down to Cello and leaves him alone. 1 versus 3 as Amanek takes down Landon. Doesn't seem like there's any way out of this. We're just 8 seconds left here. Yeah, it's 1 kill, but they just have to wait, and the round is going to be done. So
he's the hide.
Yeah. Time runs out. He goes down.
Running to heaven or something like that. Don't just stand in the open.
Anything.
Because he doesn't get any money now. That's a huge problem. They're going to be eco regardless, but still, that's damaging to him, especially.
So
go on, it's your story.
Yeah. So for me, one of the things that always used to tilt me a bit is if you're holding your position on the map, whatever that may be, and a teammate shouts out, they're coming B. And so you think, all right, well, when you say that, I assume you mean they are all of them coming B. Yeah. So then you fall off your position, and then, you know, someone peeks where you are, and you die anyway, and you're like, they're not really all coming B.
Yeah, that's a good lesson for all young CS players out there. With your calls, try and be as specific as you can. Don't just say B, 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 get in there. Try and at least give it a call. Say, I've spotted 2B, or bomb spotted B. Yeah. At least something significant so your teammates can at least dissect that information and go, okay, at least I can make an educated guess now. If he's called 4B, maybe there's going to be someone else holding a flank or something like that. Give as much information as you possibly can. Don't just use B. Okay?
No. That becomes a bit confusing. Skylar, though, not confused at all. In fact, 4 quick kills. I wish he could have got the 5th one, too. But still, he's going to be excited about that one. Always a good moment. You can spray down that many people all at once. 6-3, the scoreline in favor of Misfits. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know where this game is going. Obviously, it's better for Pain than the one round that they got against Cloud9. But that's not saying much, is it?
No, it's not. Well, they have got the map advantage here. It's looking likely the Misfits can maybe pick up the second here. But going into round number 10, MP9 for Sick. When you've got 8K on Skylar, I don't think that's the best call, but we'll see what they can do with it. Not overly familiar with Sick. I remember him from the TSM days. I haven't seen much of him since. It's round number 10 here. He'll be making his way towards Pop Dog. It's a nice little setup. 2 players in his Pop Dog position means you can actively challenge towards his area, have the refrag potential, and push behind them if they go towards B as well.
It's one of the things we discussed earlier. Just if you lose the Pop Dog control and just end up losing yard right afterwards, definitely a big problem. But seems like Misfits are on to it. Got that part figured out. A little bit of an aggressive Molotov there just to push them back. And CQK, he's going to play this one very defensively. That leaves the 2 people in Pop Dog just very much alone on the A side, actually.
It does indeed. This will be an A-sided split from what I can see so far. 3 players at Ivy with the bomb as well. One waiting above the Pop Dog position. That's going to be Cello. And flashbangs come in. Quite brute force strategy here. Looking for the AK headshots. Not found anything just yet. And maybe a double kill here for Cello. Easy as you like. Not even looking at him. That's great work. And that's going to be the round concluded.
Wow. Devaduix looked like he just accepted the idea that was done, you know.
Well, it's like, just kill me.
Yeah.
You beat me this time, sir. Well played.
It isn't worth it, is it?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. You've got that double setup towards Pop Dog. It's great in that respect. You have one person watching the ladder and one person towards A main as well. But as soon as that guy goes down like he did, both of you are going to be dead.
Yeah.
So you need to be confident your teammate can at least get that 1 kill, at least give you the call. Otherwise, it can fall apart like that. It's going to be 6-4. Pain, pull one back. Haven't broken the money as of yet for Misfits. Still seeing the orb come out for ZQK. But still, this will be the last round of that bye, the chance to tie things up for Pain. So this is a very important round, number 11 here. Pain with enough rounds, really. Like 4 or 5 is enough to work with on the C side of the train, but obviously Pain, from what we saw on the CT side this morning, probably not ideal. They want to be looking for 7 or 8, I would say.
And that looks, I think, entirely likely, as long as they don't run out of money, as long as they keep the economy somewhat good. Speaking of which, it really isn't. Misfits, if they lose this round, they probably will be ecoing, and then Pain Gaming can start to come back in this first half and maybe make something of it. A lot of spam going on down there with the AWP, which is, I don't know, it's giving away a lot. They know what's going on down there, at least. I feel like if you don't fire the AWP down here, you could at least hope that someone would be brave enough to try and peek just to see what was happening, right? It's unlikely that they're going to do that after you've just been firing it 5 or 6 times.
It's true. Well, we'll see what they can do here, because 50 seconds remaining. Smoke's deployed. They're trying to bait out some CT utility here. Here's the flashbang from ZQK. He's not going to have the chance to get a shot just yet.
It's another round of special?
Yeah, that could be. Well, what is it? You're saying it is?
Yeah, the flashbang.
I'm not familiar with all of them.
Yeah, it's good times. For some odd reason, it doesn't make any noise at all if you're in the tunnel.
Oh, I have seen you do that one before. Yeah. That's right.
Tazin alone here. Does try and get the kill on one and will be successful, but that's pretty much it. So Misfits shutting it down very easily. I think they've got a pretty good hold of Ivy down there. They seem to be confident in holding that position.
They've got that great kind of setup where the AWP is watching towards main entrance, but he has a good angle to turn back around and look towards Ivy as well. He's got a teammate on the back of the train in front of him watching Ivy, so he's got good information. They can back it up, and someone at the backtracks as well. So they're quite dynamic in that setup, right? They're not right in front of smoke, so if a full execution comes in with a wall of smoke towards outside, I think that's going to be their weakness. But Pain Game, we haven't really seen too much of that from them. They're playing quite basic in terms of getting a bit of back control, flashbang out from Ivy, smoke on the left-hand side and trying to challenge, but this should be quite an easy kill for ZQK. The position needs to be Molotov doesn't start. I don't think we have the economy to really deal with that. So first kill coming in favor of the CTs. He's trying to do what he can, but smoked out for now. That's going to slow them right down now. One player towards Ivy, that's going to be Nekis, and we'll see whether he can cause any sort of distraction here. 3 players waiting from the other side still.
We'll see. No attempts at any more aggression on the Misfits side. They don't really need to. In fact, look at how far back CQK has fallen. He does not want to get grenaded by anybody, so he's just escaped all the way, in fact, over to the A side. So maybe just trying to cause a bit of a rotation. I mean, Relix is in a pretty good position here anyway, just to buy time. And he does have that one Molotov, and I said last time he saved it till, you know, sub 30 seconds. I think that's really impressive. You know, most people end up just throwing it automatically around the 40-second mark because they, you know, they get nervous or whatever. So I'm always impressed if people hold on to it a bit longer than that.
40 seconds remaining now.
Yeah.
And yeah, there it is. Managing to deploy it. Perfect timing there on the incendiary. We'll just stifle Pain Gaming now. They will go for the inside execution. Still with a chance here. Unlikely, considering the situation is quite obvious. They're going towards the inside side now. Need some flashbangs. I think he's going first. Through the smoke. Needs to find his first kill. He doesn't stand any chance here.
Skylar taken down. Tazitin. It's not exactly looking great here. Landon, the last one left. He's got the bomb, and he's somehow managed to wake his way into C connector, but he's going to go down any second. He doesn't realize there's still a player on the A bomb side. So that's 8 rounds now for Misfits. And man, that did not work out.
It definitely didn't. They lost that first pick. They were so slow, getting locked out. It was quite obvious as to where they were going. Smokes were quite decent from the Pain side. Gave them a bit of map control. They go down the lower ramp there, but Skylar went in behind beneath the upper ramp and managing to get the AK-47 kills in on that spool area. And as soon as he got 1 kill, that was it.
I've got one for you, Henry, that I think that'll hit close to home. It must. It surely must.
Okay.
This must have happened even in the TGS, even at the high levels of the TGS.
Even the highest level of CS possible.
Yeah, I think so you call a strat for somebody, and they say, what is that again? Yeah, so we'll do that split towards the A. I was like, where am I going in that one?
Yeah, that can be quite triggering if you're a professional team, right? You've just been boot camping for 2 weeks and you've been trying to get into everyone's brains exactly what they've been doing. And the worst thing I had, right, when you're doing strategies online, when you're on your own private server, right, you're going through strategies and you're trying to explain it to everyone, and you know someone's not listening, but you call them out all the time, and you can't really do anything about it. You can't prove they're not. They're just like alt tab, doing something else, and then they get onto the server and they forget the really key intrinsic part of the strategy that means the whole thing won't work. And it's like, I thought you said you were listening. How have you not got this through your thick skull yet? And yeah, that was for me. That's when I aged about 5 years of my playing career just through people not listening to me. In-game leader is a very stressful role.
So a little preview. Oh my God. I was going to say there's a little preview of Henry's rant right there.
Yeah, right. They can get pretty intense.
Bringing it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. But that was
at the PG-13 version. It was a lot more blue when I used to actually say it back in the day.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever it takes, right? Got to get it.
Whatever it takes.
Just got to wake those players up somehow. Was that the burst fire on the Glock as well?
It was. You don't really see that in CSGO. It's pretty useless in this game.
When has that ever worked?
Never. It's like the burst fire on the FAMAS. Oh, okay. Burst fire on the FAMAS. Why did they kill that off?
I don't know. It was good fun in 1.6. I mean, it was a bit
1.6 and Source, it was deadly as well. Like, it was really accurate. The best aimers was like a railgun you had. You could just blow people's heads off. And now in CSGO, it's like, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. We'll still have it, but it's going to be absolutely useless. Breaks my heart.
Maybe we could come up with an alternative for the burst.
Don't give Valve ideas. Let us leave the guns alone. It's fine for now.
All right.
We'll come back after the Made. We'll have another look at it. Negev's great. Keep that. It's brilliant. I love the changes. They've done really well.
Yeah, we're still waiting for one to pop up here in the minor. That could be very interesting. Skylar, very exposed position, but given the weapon on the other side, I don't think it's much of a risk, really. Oh, he's going to put in the Molotov, isn't he? Landon. Oh, he does get the plant down. I think that's all he wanted, really. So, I mean, mission accomplished as far as that goes, and no chance of surviving at all. So, at least they get the bomb bonus, but it will be 9 forward moving into the 14th round here. Misfits, they could be giving us a third map, Henry.
I think they could be. Pain Gaming seem to have dropped off, and here's the Glock burst fire. Very rare to see it, and I think every single bullet actually landed in his head there. Not too bad. Sick gets punished. Here's another angle for you, Anders.
That's brutal, isn't it?
Dirty, isn't it?
Yeah.
The MP9, they got a couple of kills and a plant. That was a full eco round, so good attempt by ZQK to get the full spray down there with the MP9, but only gets 2, and they manage to get 2 weapons. Bomb goes down, so a nice full buy here for Payne, landing on the AWP this time. We'll see whether he can maybe get the opening pick here. No double AWP set up for Misfits so far. The money getting kept relatively honest. You can see Zeki down to $0. You have to buy the AWP, of course. Never do that to get flashing towards A main. This is what I like. I think this is where Payne the best. 5 players at the beginning go to one part of the map, full execution. Let's just get in there. Let's stop trying to be smart with the fakes and trying to get the picks. Let's just get these defaults. And in terms of full execution, the set pieces, let's run those. We've got great aimers. Let's give them a chance to have one-on-one duels, and let's fight.
Well, that's what they're doing. The fight is definitely on. Amanek going down, and next in line, Relics. He's going to fall. This is beautiful. You're absolutely right, Henry. Working out really well at the moment for Payne Gaming. They're a man up, and the bomb is going to be going down. The rotation isn't quite long away from Misfits. It's what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see whether they can hold on to this, though. The retake, certainly a possibility here. Misfits might as well go for it. Got tons of cash to work with here. Landon note on the lower ramp. If he goes down, that could be a problem. Hits the shot, but can't find the frag. Takes ZQK down to 17 HP.
Misfits are actually moving up like they want to try and retake this. It's a bit questionable. They don't have that much money in case they lose all of this. CQK gets a kill on Shello now. Gotta be careful. Time is almost running out for them here. One is already on the bomb inside of the smoke. There's a kill coming through, and it's all done. CQK, I'm not sure why he's sticking around in that situation. Just get out with the AWP, because they needed to drop that one gun, I think, for...
they've still got 8 grand, right? At 6
yeah, okay, maybe they could.
It's round number 15, so it's not a huge deal. But, yeah, right. Same for the fact they've got 1 player on their mag 7, they're still going to be slightly struggling.
Yeah, it was CQK who had 0, I think, in that round.
Yeah,
so that's worried me, but still... Wow.
There's the 3D version.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's the new thing. It's the popular thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So, Misfits now. That's what we want to see from Payne. You've got tactics. Let's just use them.
Ooh.
That works as well, Cello. I like that. I like that a lot. Wait for them to rush you, take them down. That was audacious, but Duvek managed to get a frag in return. It's not a 4-on-4, which technically favors the T's. The CTs won't be able to rest easy just yet after getting the returning frag. And then with the AWP towards Ivy for now. Rounds off a shot there, but just holding up in their default formation for now. Smoke towards the left-hand side. Bomb down by Pop Dog, and just trying to get the next pick in their favor. It looks like it might be coming in. Sick down to 7 HP.
Wondering why that Mag 7 did do any damage at all to Cello when he was around that corner. It seemed like...
Wondering why did that full stop, to be honest.
Also that.
Run through the smoke, don't let go of W, hope for the best.
See, I was just praising Skylar for holding on to the Molotovs, and now he's throwing them earlier and earlier. Which is frustrating, yeah. I think people do that sometimes without thinking, you know, it's just all instinct, and, you know, they forget to look at the clock, which is... That's frustrating to me.
Especially if you're an anchor player, right?
Yeah.
If you're playing B by yourself, you want to hold on as long as you possibly can. The smoke pretty much has to go to deny the rush, but let's see what Amanek can do here. Good shot. Surely getting this off shot does it as well. He's going to have the advantage here, and I think this round is going in favor of Misfits, unless Cello has anything to do with it. He can't find more than 1 kill, though. Up to hustling now. He gets 1 kill, but this might be him out of the round.
Flash is out, and he actually somehow crosses and picks up the bomb. Tatterson, he's been spotted, so any second now he's going to get shot in the back. This is not working out. He needs to get out of this position. He gets a headshot. 10 seconds left. He can actually get the bomb plant. I have no idea.
You can hear him running towards you. Oh, God.
Skylar caught sleeping, and, well, that's going to be the round.
Why is Skylar not helping him? There was like 10 seconds remaining. He can't run back to inside. Why don't you just face them together? You hate to see it. Look, it's 10 seconds. He can't go anywhere else.
No, he really can't.
He can't even plant inside. Help your teammate out. He's running towards him. That's insane. Oh, that's triggering me beyond belief. Why didn't you just help him? Like, face him together, right? You go, okay, he's got 10 seconds. He can't, even if he goes connected, he can't plant inside.
Yeah.
Let's just face him now. Boom. He's got 2 targets, 180-degree angles. He can't kill you both. And he's got to get his knife out. I think he thought he was dead. He thought, oh, I've got no chance of winning this round. I'll just run in, hope for the best.
Yeah.
I'm still alive. Oh, God.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's shocking. This is a mixed team. I'm not going to be too harsh on the Misfits. It's put together last minute. Maybe the chemistry's not quite there, you know. But still, that's pretty basic stuff.
Yeah, some failed communication certainly coming back to haunt them a bit.
Yeah, Chad did mention the communication could be a bit off for this team, and it seems to be the case in some key situations.
But now they've gone for the same couple of smokes, 1 Molotov there, so they can do whatever they like, really. But the way that they're set up, you'd think maybe it could be a B hit, or sorry, an A hit eventually. The bomb there with the relics, that's the one that's the giveaway for me.
Yeah, it will be smokes outside. So you're right, it probably will be an outside play here. A little bit of wallbang damage towards Amanek. He goes down to 87 HP from the P2000. Smokes down. Outside split coming in. Molotov falls to the side as well, but the first kill coming in for Desertini.
Nice shot from DCT. He actually sees the shadow there by the E-box, so a little bit of a giveaway, I feel like. Bomb is making its way up, and they're trying to get that plant in as soon as they can. Devodovic gets a kill on Nekis, but...
Where's the aim?
And where's the bomb plant? They've been on that site for a while now, but they actually take their time in clearing out everything now. Tacitin, he clutched it last time around. This time, I think it's going to be significantly more difficult. 1 versus 3 here. How do we get out of this one?
I don't think you can. No kit and 3 players to find. Might be a little bit of a reach for him. He'll be coming from the connector area as well. Tacitin doing what he can. Just wants to try and find that first frag to make this even possible for himself, but good discipline. Misfits don't have to face him at all until he touches the bomb, right? That's when the clutch really begins.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There is a kit down somewhere, but who knows where. And eventually he will find Skylar and he'll be taken out. So that's a big step in the right direction for Misfits finding a third round here.
Definitely.
I feel like in some of these rounds, you know, especially if it's a pistol or if it's like the last round of a game where you've got no choice, you're going to be fighting anyway. I feel like players when they're in this situation, they should just run. They should just try and, you know, go quick. I mean, because this thing about sort of, you know, stepping around a bit, trying to see what's going on, I'm not sure it's worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you were not sure if you were going to save or not, I think it could be all right to sort of, you know, see if they would give you the opportunity, but...
When you've got nothing really left
yeah,
to play with.
just go a bit quicker.
Yeah. Well, Skylar now opening up the first kill, taking down. He gets 7, so they're going to get a couple of frags in the Mac-10. That's who you want to be finding the frags, the SMGs. Farming cash here. Chile does find one in return, and he will be upgrading, well, maybe not even an upgrade, to the Mac-10 himself. And bombs should be planted inside. That's going to be round concluded. They're already saving onto the head armor and the Mac-10 itself. They've got a Deagle as well. They know they can't win this round. Look for some exit frags potentially here. That's about as good as it's going to get. Can't do that for now. Devodovic, who's impressed me, I have to say, in terms of individual skill. He looks pretty decent. Finding some nice frags here and there.
Yeah, I do think both the French players are, yeah, just look like sort of, you know, at the base level, decent players.
What teams do they play for usually? They're actually full-time Misfits members?
No, Devodovic played with LDLC,
Yeah,
didn't he, or something, I think. Armanek, I'm not sure.
So it is like free agents right now, or ringers, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yes. I'm sure we're horribly wrong. But
hard to say.
Yeah, I have no idea. But
well, we had this discussion slightly yesterday on the desk, right? We end up pretending that, you know, all up and coming players that are worth talking about must be star players, you know.
yeah,
I think there's something to, you know, if you're going to put together a team, you know, you need someone who isn't just like a superstar player and
just can hold their own.
Yeah, just can hold their own. You put them on a bomb site, they do a good job. They don't make stupid decisions. They have a good instinct for the game, you know.
Yeah,
that's important. So yeah, maybe one of these or both of them could be that sort of player.
We'll find out. It's going to be a full eco here for Pain. Nothing really invested. Actually, not a single dollar invested into this round. Outside stack, might as well go for something. Doesn't usually work, but you never know. Crazy things have happened.
They're all up to side. Oh no, that Molotov, is it going to go wide? It will. Does it spread far enough? It seems like they're going to be safe for the moment. Landon, I think, took a little bit of damage. So now, do Misfits think that this is all cleared out? Because they've just firebombed it, so maybe they're all going to get shot in the back in a second. Nekis picking up 1 kill. But actually another one comes in for Tacitin, but I think apart from that, not much more will happen. It was fun while it lasted, though.
Was quite a lot of fun, I have to say. 2 kills coming in on a full eco, not too bad. Another headshot there as well. Could have been 3. But now the game begins. Misfits with a nice lead here on the T side of Train. They could all fall apart. But to be fair, we know Pain Gaming CT side is pretty poor. We saw that this morning.
Yes.
They were out of their depth with the aggression that Cloud9 were presenting each and every round. Just getting locked down by the rushes. Their money was in the bin. They got a double orb set up here, Landon. So maybe we have something to work with. Landon and DZT going in to the first gun round here, fully equipped.
Speaking of DCT, he's had an awful game. He's got 3 kills. And I think he was top fragging on Novopass, wasn't he? So the drop-off is immense.
Certainly is. One of these orbs trying to get aggressive towards Ivy there, taking down. Devodovic, he said it was decent. Spraying through the smoke, finds the first kill.
Yeah, what were they doing on the other side of that smoke? Were they just like hugging?
They went for the aggressive peek at the very start, not fully committing, just watching the tight angle, like the off angle. And then they got smoked out, tried to fall back, then sprayed through the smoke. You hate to see it.
This is heartbreaking, isn't it, if you're on the Pain Gaming side? Because you were waiting for this round. This is the round where you thought, okay, now is when we're going to start the big comeback and everything. And then the two first kills are ones where you don't even feel like you get a chance, you know? Can't even learn anything from it.
Yeah, just like, well, we went for our aggressive strat, shut down, now we have no money. But still, it's a 5-on-3. Not out of it fully just yet. Very unlikely you can pull this one together on a map like Train. It's going to be so spread thin, but we'll see whether they can actually recover this. For now, Misfits playing it very well, not over-committing. Flashbang there. Perfect, in fact, as well. Cello punished by that one. It's going to be a 5-on-2.
That was beautiful. I applaud Amanek for doing that. This is a pet hate of mine on this map. How many people just refuse to practice that one flashbang? Like that, or there's 100 different variations. You do whichever one you want. But a lot of people just improvise it when they're there. Yeah. And that's actually not a flashbang you can improvise, because if you
has to be precise.
Yeah, it has to be dead on, because otherwise you're just it's gonna be in the air too long, or it'll bounce off the wall first and the people can hear it, and or there'll be a corner where it doesn't flash anyone, and I think that was perfect. I love that.
Well, it's worth it. It's such a hit or miss duel, right? Yeah. Like someone's going to be dying at that point. It's either CT gets you or you come out on top and get a really valuable kill. So it's definitely worth learning how to do it. That's a quick scope there from DZT, holding on to the orbit seams here as he finds Skylar. But Misfits, quite comfortable with that round, waiting for the aggression to come in from the Pain Gaming side. They went for the aggressive Ivy take, not fully committing, like I said, they didn't flash on the corner and try and face towards C-spawn. They was holding the tighter angle towards the edge, or the precipice, I should say, towards the end of Ivy, taken down. Flashbang came in and then had the fallback through the smoke and sprayed down. 13-6, and the Misfits could do this, Anders.
I mean, it's looking very likely at the moment, isn't it? That was the big round for Pain Gaming where they had the equipment and it gets shut down. Even worse, I think they invested into the double AWP and they just got nothing out of it. Yeah. So, yeah, your heart's going to be in a weird place right now. I cannot remember what the third map is, but
I'll find out for you.
You'll find out. I'm curious though what will happen once we get there, because I think we'll have pretty much no information about either of these teams on that map. So DZT falling back out in the yard here. Landon taking a lot of fire damage somewhere with the AWP that was all the way over at the top of B. So not really the best start for them once again. They need one of these two rifles to find a lot of kills in this round for this to be even halfway competitive in this round.
Final map will be Mirage.
Ooh, that's a good map to finish with, I feel like. We haven't seen Mirage yet, have we?
We have. We saw
once, yeah.
Yeah, in the Cloud9 game against CLG.
It's exciting. I like Mirage a lot. Nekis, is he ready with the Deagle? His elbow showing, so he's going to be forced back for a minute. Taking their time here, Misfits, but still with enough on the clock. Does it look to you like Sick is about to go out main all on his own? I hope he won't with the bomb.
Well, that's going to be a risky move. I think he's just feeling it out, hoping his teammates can cause enough distraction here. It's always going to be risky to be with the bomb by yourself, but let's see how this pans out for him.
Oh, wow. Cello finds that one easy on Amanek. He is bringing the bomb out. I'm really worried about this with 30 seconds. Imagine if it goes down in main. Nekis finds a headshot, and they won't realize there's another one here. Why would they check this corner? It's very unlikely that someone would be here. They're certainly waiting for it. Now he's going to be walking up. They line it up, and the Deagle is there, and DCT takes 2 big kills, and now Sick is alone, and he's going to get shot with the AWP, and DCT coming back strong in this game with a triple kill, and Pain Gaming finding a 7th round. Henry, what the hell happened in that round?
Just great crossfires there, the old bait and switch. That first player got the kills there from the hell position. Bait his teammate DCT in perfectly. Like you said, why would you check that? It's very unlikely a double stats coming in, but you have to remember you're up against the Deagles. They're going to be trying absolutely everything to have these kind of distraction tactics being deployed. He gets 3 kills in total, upgrades the AWP, legs the player at the end, and manages to pull out the Deagle to finish it off. Great display of skill there from Pain, and maybe a lifeline. Just what they needed, just what we thought it might have been out of their grasp to actually get anything done here on Train. They get the double orbs back out now, a nice healthy buy, and they need to string a few rounds together now to really have a chance. This one's very important. Lose this, it'll be another harsh reset, and it might be the end of their Train run.
Cello very aggressive. This is really unorthodox, isn't it? Don't see this very often from anybody. He's sneaking up. He's going to get one chance there. Gets a spray on Amanek. Is he realizing there's another player there? They're just playing ring around the rosy. He escapes. Unbelievable.
I have no idea how he got there, why he got there. If he goes down, it could be GG, but he did it, and he set his teammate up for a kill towards the lower ramp as well. Sick was trying to get the replay flag. It was a ring around the rosy for sure, and somehow Payne coming out on top there. Wasn't orthodox, but he finds a frag and throws a spanner in the works. It's going to be a 5-on-3.
Some of that exotic French Counter-Strike we've been hearing so much about, isn't it?
Yeah, well, apparently so.
Molotovs are out, just trying to force someone out of position. That's all good if this was the beginning of the round, but I feel like in a 3 versus 5 like this, those kind of tricks are going to fall just a bit flat at this point. Skylar trying to see if he can make his way through. He's already taken so much damage, and no issue at all here to take him down. CQK goes down through the E-box as well, so wow.
Give another golf clap there. Landon looked quite flashy with the AWP at close range. Difficult position to play from. Missed one shot, you're going down, but he nailed all the heads on the screen. So for now, Misfits have got a really nice opportunity just to keep their lead, not invest too much money, no more forced buys. Let's just finish this off properly. Let's get the full buys out. We don't want to be going all over the UMPs, Tech 9s, everything we need is just a replay of Landon, like I said. Nice aggressive play, combat AWPing, as Chad would say. But for now, just a partial buy in terms of loss bonus for the second stage. So only $1,900 coming into the bank account of Misfits. They've got about $1,600 per player left over. So going to the next round won't be the best. The buys will be something to work with. And getting Molotov out of position as Cello has to use his smoke. So we have got full execution potential here, though, Anders. We can have the wall of smoke. I know you love it. You're the godfather of it, some would say. Yeah,
I think I managed to knock Kenny out of a tournament with this strategy.
All right.
Down in Tours, that was a real thing. Don't think he's overgiven me either. Cello ends up taking down Sick, so the wall was there, but they're going to wrap around towards their B bomb side. They've tried to bamboozle them, but actually it's not working out at all, is it? They've already figured this out. Amanek, though, will try and see if he can make it work, but DCT is well aware. So heads up play from Payne Gaming. They're back in this game right now.
Yeah, great awareness there to read the fake coming in. It was actually quite nicely done. Just be one player remaining now. Scarlet gets one frag, that's all he'll get. Landon, he's starting to get warmed up now, is he not? Actually hitting some very impressive shots,
yes.
And his teammates with the AWP as well, actually stepping up there. So that was the full wall of smokes towards outside. The idea there's the forced rotations from inside, right? Try and take the inside players away, so there's maybe only one there. His teammates ready to go inside as soon as they show pressure on the outside area. Somehow, Devaduvek actually managed to get towards Connector. I thought that was going to be the fly on the ointment. There's someone who's actually gotten there undetected, but like you said, the CT's so aware, managing to shut it down, and it's going to be 13-9. So the bomb being planted means they do get a very decent buy going forward. That was the main objective. It's unlikely you're going to win those rounds, so if you get the plant in, extra $800 per player. So now we do get 3 AKs so far. We could get the AWP out if we wanted to. We'll see whether they decide to do that. Have they taken a pause? I think they absolutely have.
Yeah, Misfits, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's at the top now. This is an addition to the UI. I didn't notice before. And we have to have a producer here saying tactical pause, Misfits.
Yeah.
So now we don't even have to have it anymore. This is all self-sufficient.
It's 2017.
We've arrived.
It's current year.
Yeah.
So it's important.
It's very important.
23rd round. I mean, so Payne Gaming. What's happened since the beginning here, Henry? Have they just found the right groove, or
they won that Deagle round? They were 4-0 down, win the Deagle round, and then they're right back into it, right? Like they get a double up set up back again. They get a second bite in the cherry. It wasn't too close, right? In terms of they haven't allowed Misfits to get the match point or anything. So they've actually managed to step up it tremendously. Now throwing caution to the wind, pushing towards the upper ramp. That's going to be Tartarzin getting that first pick. Flashbang's decent as well to fall back. He should be absolutely fine. I'm liking this brand of Counter-Strike coming in from the CT side now. Looking aggressive. They tried on that first gun run, if you remember, towards Iden. Got shut down for those smokes, and it was a bit disappointing, but they're still confident to try and get the first picks. And I think they fancy themselves to be better across the board in terms of individual duels because they keep taking them and coming out on top.
Yeah, this has to do just wonders for their confidence. You're right.
Especially against a mixed team as well, right? Like they're going to be doing very basic defaults, and if they are doing set pieces, it's going to be quite rigid, right? Because they won't be able to be. They lose a player, they're not going to know how to calibrate themselves back into a realistic situation. So you just find one kill. Anything they had in mind, the Misfits team, they go, okay, damn, what do we do now? We haven't got a in-game leader. Cool, can't do that strategy. Let's try and find a pick guy, slow things down, and let's go towards the inside side. So that's a great kind of mentality to have as a CT side.
40 seconds. They're spread out quite far, Misfits here. How much time on the clock before they figure out what they want to do here? That's what I'm worried about.
Well, that's a nice incendiary. That slows them down even further. The bombs towards T-spawn for now. We have got Brown Horse control, though, so this could be another fake here. Smokeswall is inside. Make your way back towards Pop Dog, potentially.
Yeah, I think they have to. But there's still some grenades in play here, and Neckers especially. He's got that one Molotov. That's what I'm eyeing. It's just all falling apart here. 15 seconds. Bomb is in main. Round is done.
Yeah, absolutely. they're trying to be too smart, I think. They're losing this first pick. They're going for full inside fakes with 30 seconds remaining. And the only fake they're presenting, right, is one player, I think it was Sick, who's going down the low round by himself, just a flashbang, right? There's no smoke down. He just got AWP'd. And there's nothing else. You're not going to call for rotation at that point. Until you get really overwhelmed as an AWP, you're happy to play by yourself. You want the frags. You've got to be cocky enough to say, no, I can hold this by myself. Even if they come in, I'm going to be finding a couple of frags before you guys even have to rotate. He gets 1 kill, nothing else spotted. They get 2 frags in main entrance. It's very obvious CS right now from Misfits. And I think they need to be having a similar mentality to Pain did towards the end of their games, thinking, okay, the tactics, maybe we're going a bit too complicated on these fakes. Let's just choose a place to go to start the round, get in there, allow our star players to get these headshots. And this won't be a force buy, I believe. Redix has gone all over the AK-47, but Tech-9s, P250s, and Deagles. 3 smokes to work with here. So this is fine. As long as they get a bomb down, Redix probably will be on a Tech-9 next round even if they don't win the round, but there's a chance they can if he goes absolutely wild here. Oh, here we go. This is the one you're talking about, right?
No,
something
actually,
like this?
Yeah.
I swear this is one of your things.
No, so I wanted to do the boost by the box where they did, but you can do it with the smoke in front, and the smoke will actually cover the face of the guy boosting on top.
Right.
So it's completely one way. Even if you scope with an AWP and look at the top of that box, you won't be able to see the face. But
it's dirty.
Yeah, it's a bit intricate to try and set up. But the problem is, for the longest while, people just Molotov that position every time. But not so much anymore. So maybe now it would be more viable than it was in the past. Relix goes down, landing with a nice shot of the AWP.
That's the only rifle as well.
Not the best start at all. Gets spotted there. CQK out of the round, and that drops the bomb as well. So any chance at all that this was going to work out is just immediately evaporated. It'll be 11-13. What a comeback here for Pain.
Yeah, this is looking very promising. Landon's really getting warmed up now. He's got 16 kills on the CT half. He's looked tremendous here with the AWP. This double AWP setup really coming to life. It didn't look great in the first round, but now they've managed to string together 5 rounds. Current scoreline 5-4 in their favor here in the second half, 13-11 overall. And we did say Skylar could be quite limited here, like I said, down to a Tech-9. That makes sense. He went for the AK in the previous round. The idea, he could cause some damage to the CT economy, maybe get a couple of frags, give him a lifeline in the clutch situation, something like that. Didn't work out. It's a risk, but it's not the end of the world. 1 Tech-9 with 3 AKs and AWP. All it takes is 1 kill, and he can upgrade that pistol. We'll see what he can do there.
Tacitane, you were complimenting him for his aggressive plays and, all of that earlier. Now look at this, all the way pushed up into brown holes. I mean, this is incredibly aggressive, and he's got no backup. I'm wondering why DCT isn't at least down on the ramp waiting. He's flashed him in, actually. That's why. Oh, man, if someone was up there, that could have been brutal. Flashed in from above that little gap in the ceiling there. That could have been very interesting, and now instead he's just looking for the one-way here. But this is so aggressive in Pain Gaming. I actually really like it.
Smoke's being deployed now by the T side. What's the play? They've been doing a lot of fakes here, but Shello's in a fantastic position. They have to run through a great screen. He's going to mow 2 down, going for the 3rd as well. It's a fantastic play, and that's so disastrous there for the T side. Misfits, another execution. They've deployed the smoke, and they've actually had a counter smoke return. The thing is, they have to push through. Otherwise, that round is completely all for naught. They can't allow the utility to be wasted like that, and it's going to be Shello just mowing them down, and he's not done quite yet. He picks up the AWP and wants a bit more.
He's certainly looking for it here, and I think they've actually already called for a timeout on the Misfits side.
How disruptive is that to your team? It's like, okay, we've got this strategy, it's going to be real nice. Okay, there's a smoke, let's run through, no problem. Oh, God, it's happened again. Why is this happening to us?
Oh, no. Well, Amanet goes down. Cello finding a 4th kill, man.
He's mowing them down.
Absolutely a hero in this round. He's also at 25, and that's not at all bad. He's almost averaging a kill per round, or he actually is averaging a kill per round here, just now starting in the 26th, so that's really impressive.
So this is what I was explaining, right? It's on the screen. They've dumped all their utility outside, so they have to push through smoke and hope for the best, but they needed to right-click a flash through. I think that was the only realistic way they were going to take him down. The fact he gets 3 kills of that, 1 by 1, they're coming through a grey screen as well. I'm sure all Counter-Strike players are aware. In CSGO, when you push through that smoke, the CTs can see you before you actually have visibility on the screen, right? So that's always going to be disastrous. If you're not right-clicking a flash through, you're asking for trouble. And the fact is that he's got a smoke that aggressively pushed as well, why are you not considering that? Why would you think that no one's even coming through the crosshairs pointed in the right direction? They're looking towards main entrance still. Like, they didn't even think that could be a possibility. So another misplay there from Misfits. And 13-12 coming in. They're about to lose that lead. There'll be another partial buy here. Sick is the player this time to go all in with the AK-47. He's a very talented player, but right now he's on 9 kills, 19 deaths. So maybe not so much in this particular lineup. I'm not sure. I remember him being very good in TSM when I think Automatic was in that team as well. I think.
Yes, with Semphis and all the rest,
Yeah.
I believe you're right. Right now, it's 6 rounds in a row for Pain Gaming. They've just brought this back from out of nowhere. It looked like it was definitely lost. It looked like Misfits were just, seconds away from carrying us onto the third map. Again, they try with this aggressive push. You see the flashbang coming in on top, but Tadson, he just was not quite good enough. He maybe didn't commit to it. Cello pushing in behind. He actually gets one, looking for another one with the AK. These outer bullets, and Nick will take him down, so 3 on 3.
How risky is that from Shadow King? He loses his first pick. If he goes up there and dies, round over. He somehow manages to get 2 kills, though, rushing up the pop dog, and it will be a 3 on 3. He manages to keep the advantage for his team. We still have 2 orbs available for Pain Gaming here. This is a huge round. They can get the 13-13. It's a huge kind of obstacle in your minds, at least, just to think, okay, we've got this comeback. Now we can actually go for the win. And for now, no real map control available for Misfits here. Time ticking away as we hit the 45-second mark. Next down to 73 HP and no grenades available, and that's the biggest headline here. So wherever they go, they have to just take the duel with the orbs one-on-one and hope for the best, and maybe hope they won't be there. In terms of Ivy, that will be the best place to go. No one there whatsoever for the CT side that is patrolling the bomb zone. That's the right thing to do, right? With the time this low, they still have to plant the bomb. As long as they're trading frags and denying that, you've got a great chance of actually coming out on top in this round.
Yeah, and I'm delighted you mentioned the time, Henry, because I think that's the critical issue here. I mean, what do you do with 15 seconds left? They're saying right now nothing can go wrong, and oh my God, it's gone wrong, Henry. It's gone horribly wrong. Neckers, he gets the kill on one, and now they're pushing in. 6 seconds left. He actually misses that, but a headshot nonetheless from Landon. Now he's pushing in with the tech line, trying to see if he can catch CQK. He misses the flick, and he goes down, and that's going to be a 14th round for Misfits. How does this happen?
Oh, wow, that was really exciting there. The fact he gets out the AWP, I think, was potentially the wrong play, but he wanted to go for it, manages to find the first kill in the 2 versus 1, but I thought it was over. Towards that Ivy position, we get the bomb down at 10 seconds. You think that's got to be it, right? And he went for the challenge once again, the defending CT. He gets taken down, gives him a lifeline, and somehow Misfits coming out on top. The problem is, though, Anders, lose this round, and that's potentially a double eco situation. So they need to be guaranteeing they can win this one. Otherwise, I'm not sure what's going to happen. This is kind of a crazy game now.
I have to reiterate again and again, I have to say this. You can shoot under that A-bomb train with anything. You shoot under it with a Glock if you wanted to. So I'm still, with an AWP, that's one leg shot and, people are probably out of it. If I think it's worth reiterating every once in a while. 1v1 like that, maybe it could have been. 27th round, though. Misfits, maybe they'll manage to edge it home. But, I mean, if this pattern continues, that's losing 6 in a row, then finally winning 1. So
yeah, exactly.
If this continues, they've lost this. And they're out of the minor.
Well, this is the round that pretty much decides it. They can win this round. At least they got overtime guaranteed. And they should be fine. Lose this one, though, they need to get the plant at least if they lose the round.
Yeah. And they're going on your recommendation from earlier, Henry, saying let's go for the execute.
No more defaults, no more fakes. Get the smokes down, get some map control, bomb planted. It's going to be like a 50-50 sort of play at that point if you can just find that first pick and, let's smoke them out of position. They got to run for the smoke once again. They've already committed.
Yeah, they're going for it. Out of the air. Somehow the shot is missed. And again, it is from DCT now. They're at least on the bomb side. The bomb is making its way down, but no one's currently picked it up. So finally, I think CQK is on it. Inside of the smoke, one bullet will take out the French player. He's trying to get his way through. Skylar goes down. There's some backup there as well. Cello just saves his teammate. 5 vs 3 here. Surely this retake is happening.
It's not over just yet. With ZQK with the orb on the site, anything can happen, but that's the shot he had to hit. Taken down by Landon, that should be the round at this point. Molotov on the bomb, but Sick now with a lot of work to do. Hasn't had the best game so far. 5 players to find just to hold them off the bomb. Time is ticking away. It's getting a bit dicey now. 40 Juice comes in. This could fall apart for the CTs. There it is. Sick with 1 and 2 as well, and finds the 3rd. Somehow this is working out for him.
And he's escaping inside of the smoke. They don't know where he is. They have the defuse right in front. Sick, he's going to go for the spray. No, he misses it. What is happening? Pain. They won the round somehow. They got the defuse inside.
Did it work? It's not a time to crash.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Chance to calm down.
Just a bit of a breather here. So Sick sprayed the wrong way, even though for us it looked painfully obvious what was going on.
It was so exciting. The game just had enough.
Yeah.
Kicked us out.
And the tensions are running a bit high here in what we are unkindly dubbed the worst game of today. And it's turned out to be just high impact, intense game all of a sudden.
It's very intense. Well, they get the bomb plant down, so not over just yet. They didn't get the plant there. I think they would have been out of this game, but this should bring things to 14-14. Misfits. I thought Sig had done it. That's why I didn't want to kind of call it done. It was like a 4v1 situation. He just kept finding kills through smokes. It was just pandemonium on the bomb side, wasn't it? And then I didn't. Maybe we can get a replay of actually what happened. I'm not sure, but still, maybe that even added to the excitement. The game crashing. There's
Yes. I do believe it did. 28th round here. This could go the full distance. Misfits just don't have the money to really do much of anything here. Bomb plant will be huge for them. And got a flashbang on 6, so we'll see if he can set something up. But not even going to get a chance to throw it. He's just already down. And the bomb pretty far back right now, so can't even get on the bomb site. This is it's almost done already. Oh, Skylar making it interesting.
nice shot.
14-14.
Here we go. Pressure is now applied. So, Anders, we'll have a look at the money. Let's paint a picture for the viewers at home, shall we? It's 14-14. Current scoreline is going to be 8-5 here. After going 4-0 up, Misfits were looking great. It seemed like it was their map. It was done for. Pain, once again, poor on his CT side, like we saw against Cloud9 this morning. But all of a sudden, the double orbs come back out again. Landon's having a hell of a game. So is Cello as well. His aim seems precise. He seems aggressive. He's confident. And he's finding frags, locking them out of his utility. It seems like he's going very well. This is the train they wanted to be playing. We go to round number 29. Whoever wins the next round finds either match points, series points, or they find themselves in a position where they can take it to a third map. That's going to be Misfits, of course. So, the buy comes in. A Krieg comes out. A UMP is purchased. I hate the Krieg in this game. I don't know why people buy, like, Major's Boys trying to make it a thing. Never seen him get a kill with it. About 5 different tournaments giving it a go, and it seems that's the rounds they lose.
Yeah, but he had like one round that was really good, so
there you go.
So
that one time is fine.
Yeah, I think that's what's keeping it alive. I mean, supposedly on paper it's pretty good, but
yeah, no, absolutely. But I've just never seen a pro side ever use it to great effect.
Well, maybe here it is. DZT tries to fall back. He does a bit of damage, so that's not too bad at all. Got to mention that Cello right now, I think he's dropped 32 kills, which is out of this world. We're not even in overtime or anything. He's really carrying this game quite hard at the moment. They're setting up for another one of these B pushes, so maybe they've heard you, Henry. Maybe they've sensed some of the wisdom that's flowing.
It makes sense,
from
right?
the
Use
cast
a mixed
here.
team, keep it simple. Let's not do any fakes anymore. And here we go, the final commitment, Anders. I'll let you take it away.
Well, the grenades are raining into the bomb side, and this time he really lines it up. DZT, he gets another kill. Last time he missed all of these shots, but this time it's working out. A triple coming in. He's had a rough game here on Train, but this is his round. Pain Gaming now stepping up and just a couple of kills away.
There it is.
There's the headshot. The Krieg that you were wishing for, Henry, finally gets put into play.
Yeah, it's looking good, and unfortunately might not be enough here. 3 versus 1. If ever there was a time for this weapon to step up, this would be it. I don't think it will be the round, but once again, it's AWP finding a few kills. DZT, 3 in total. It looked a bit too easy, though, didn't it? The fact he's on the upper ramp and they're just dropping down one by one and looking a little bit discombobulated, you know.
That's what you want, though.
That's what you love, that. If you're an all-player, it's like, wow, they're not even looking at me, and they're all flashed and jumping around and spinning into walls. So that wasn't bad. 10 seconds now. And with loss bonus, right, we're going to get $2,400 with no bomb plan, Anders. So we'll be down to Tech 9. He just needs to save this weapon. If he goes down after the timer, which they might challenge him for, I'm not sure. If he goes down with nothing here,
they should.
Let's have a look. They're not pushing. Okay, so he's fine.
They have an enormous amount of money,
They should have definitely done it. Why wouldn't they? It's the last round.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to give him loads to work with. He'll get like $300 extra. That's it. So, Krieg, Tech 9s, and maybe a heartbroken North American side. Just look how easy it is. Like, he's just jumping up. He's even got that smoke to work with as well. Everyone's just kind of panicking, jumping through the fire.
Well, so the first time this happened to DCT, he actually tried to take the shot on the guy falling mid-air. This time he's like, nah, I'm not going to make that same mistake.
You're still not looking at me, so no worries.
It's all good.
Here we go. This is where the Krieg comes into his own.
Is it?
Yeah, that long range, that nice scope, the first bit of accuracy. It's lovely. It's like, that's the advantage, I think, with the Krieg. With the AK, it drops off in terms of accuracy at very long ranges. The Krieg keeps it, like, keeps full damage as well, I think. So I think that's like the one benefit to the AK, like, it's limited in that respect if you score like long on Dust 2. If you're shooting from the pit to the site, like, you can have some inaccuracies then.
I think there was a Reddit post where someone explained how to use the console to get away, to get the blur away from the scoped in Krieg.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legal.
I'm
not sure if it is or not, but regardless, I think that's actually one of the big downsides of that weapon. It's just so weird. But 30th round, ladies and gentlemen. One more round here for Pain Gaming. They're going to again set Misfits home, and it's looking great here. The double AWP setup, knocking them down. And the Krieg is still alive, but all of the teammates are pretty much gone at this point. Nice shot from Skylar. He's looking for more, and he's got a bit more bullets, but not too much longer. Next is going down, and that's going to be it. No chance at all. It's
a bit sweaty in here, isn't it?
It is getting a bit hot in here.
Hot and heavy.
What a game. Who would have thought?
That was a great game. I really enjoyed that. I didn't think going into this best of 3 on paper, I'd have a good time. I thought it was be quite boring Counter-Strike because we didn't see much from the Pain side this morning.
Yeah.
It was 16-1.
Mixed team
Misfits, mixed team. Right, I wasn't expecting that much. But you know what? Trend was really exciting.
It was.
A comeback like that with some really interesting and high-octane plays, amazing clutches and close kind of situations with Sick as well, that 5 versus 1. It actually was very entertaining, you know. So commiserations to Misfits. They do go home. Congratulations, Pain. Go one step further.
Yeah, very impressive. I wonder what if they had made a change earlier, if that would have been better for them on the Misfit side, you know, if it was that B-bomb side. But maybe they just, you know, overthought everything a bit too much. We do have the panel ready. So James, what do you guys think?
What a fantastic game. We said it would be messy, but we did say it could be the Pain train, and they definitely bought the Pain train, didn't they?
You love to see it. You love to see a game like that.
See it.
That was fantastic resilience by the lads from Pain. It looked like they were down and out. They did grab that pistol round, and then they got eco'd, and then from there it kind of looked like it was falling apart. We were able to scrape together a few rounds and look dangerous, but they didn't do a lot in that first half. When they eventually stopped trying to be a little bit too fancy and just went to inside executes and used their skill to brute force rounds, that's when we started to see more effect coming out of their T side. But then when we switched over, it looked like it was all over. I think, you know, Misfits got up to about 13 rounds. The score was 13-8. And then this little round with the Deagles for Pain, and then turned it all around, Matthew.
It did. You know, I have to say as well, there was definitely a somber tune, a little bit of bass to it. You could argue, so definitely a string instrument. I would say it was likely a cello.
What a beats
was
performance.
Playing throughout the entire match.
30-something frags, I think he had, Matt. He just went absolutely ham. He was the driving force. He never gave up. He was the one who I thought, you know, had the most impact on that first half as well. And then coming over to the second, like I said, looked like he wanted that week badly, and he was fragging up a storm, managed to get the boys back in contention. And then you saw players like Landon heating up. DTZ was getting back in there. It is DTZ, whatever.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, I should learn how to pronounce it. Anyway, he got back in action, and they started to look really dangerous. You know, the inside hold, they were more than happy to let Misfits execute on them and just mitigate the issues, stop them from pushing up. And this was the round right here where, sorry, DZT, not DTZ, grabs a nice 2 and then a third, and just that's
Desertino, I think. Yeah, there it is in the corner, Desertino.
That's where the comeback. That's where the comeback started. You know, and everyone else looked like they must have got fired up from that. And I can only imagine, you know, how much these guys would have been yelling in the esports arena over there in LA. The Brazilians love the passion.
It's, I'm impressed with the esports arena's business model. At first, I was a little bit skeptical of what their plan was to really be a gaming cafe in the middle of California and to spread out. You know, Santa Ana's kind of more of a suburban area of extension of LA, if you want. It's not obviously literally that, but it seems that way as someone from an outside perspective. It's not that densely populated with the gaming community. And then the fact that they rented out as a venue to other events and stuff, very good business model.
This round right here as well.
They're set up by a good place.
What? This round here by your boy Cello, that was huge to stop that execute that was coming out into yard.
Prefer the violin.
He was already close up, which I liked. You could see the execute coming in, and at that time, Pain, I think, had 2 or 3 people in front of that impending wall of smokes that was going to land, and he took the initiative to push in there and use the smoke that they had laid down and managed to catch 3 players coming through, securing the round right there and then, and it looked like they had things all stitched up from that point.
And also, similar to how we saw on Overpass, you were saying that there was a lot of impressive sort of positioning that we were seeing. We were seeing a lot of boosts on Overpass. We kind of saw the same on Train, you mentioned, in
on
the green
outside.
room. Yeah.
That's a new transition for me, the way that teams are, once they get Pop Dog control, and then from there throwing that smoke grenade kind of between the wall and E-Box, it's allowing them to have a little bit more room to push out, and we saw them boost behind that box. I've seen other teams boost onto E-Box. That was actually Complexity yesterday, and it changes the angles. It changes the fights. If the CTs want to play passive, that's a good way to, once you get Pop Dog or ladder room, whatever you want to call it, to take a transition without, you know, just having to step out into yard against 6, 7, 8 different angles. This way they're kind of lowering that, and they're the one who gets to choose which angle they want to pick from. So nice little adjustments. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and we spoke about him.
I think CLG actually had to be a little bit cautious of it because they look quite organized now compared to the first game. Sorry.
A little bit
Sorry,
so, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right, no worries. Yes, we will. Let's move on to CLG in a moment.
Lovely.
But first, the Mummy MVP of this map on Train was our boy Cello. 5.98 impact rating, 33 kills, so over the 30 bomb.
I
And
think
yeah,
he was playing with a bow, or was he plucking the cello?
I think it's plucking.
maybe
he
a bit of
plucking?
both.
He's plucking away.
I don't think he's plucking around at all. I think
Oh,
he was
okay.
definitely on the bow.
You know, it's a bit disappointing because Relics had a really good performance as well early on. That guy was putting up big numbers. Like, he was being fantastic in the first half of Misfits, and then it kind of all just dropped off, and Cello stepped up, said, no more of this.
He said, hey, boy,
Put the rest
take
of the
a walk on
band
the
in order.
wild side.
You're going to get the bat, Matt.
I like the bat.
You know where you're going to get the bat?
I like the bat.
The bat hasn't come out yet.
Because my cable was in front of me for a second.
Did you read the PDF?
Nope.
Because no one read the PDF other than me.
Cool, what did it say?
Said, no crazy patterns on your shirt.
This isn't crazy pattern, dude. This is way less than I had yesterday, for that matter.
Keep your mic horizontal.
Yep, done.
Mic cables over the shoulder.
Yep, I've done all of those things all weekend. So why am I going to get the bat, Chad?
I didn't even get a PDF.
I'm doing it in the wrong order. How is there an order to that?
Look, it doesn't matter.
I feel like Vlad just has a thing for me and he just wants to beat me with a baseball bat.
Maybe. Is Vlad that kind of guy? I don't think he is. He seems like a lovely man.
Wow. Brown
James
nosing.
deserves the bat.
Brown nosing.
Yeah, that's a yellow card for the commissioner. And,
Commissioner can't get, no.
2 yellow cards equals a baseball bat.
The commissioner can't get a yellow,
No.
but the frog can.
The frog can.
Actually, we
Ribbit.
could probably create a yellow card right here.
Let's quickly talk about Misfits then, because we now say goodbye to Misfits.
Yes, we do. Good night, Sweet Prince, the mixed team. What they've had to kind of put together because people weren't available and they decided it was a great idea to kick Shazam from the team last minute. I think there's maybe a bit more to it than that, but we don't need to get stuck into
No,
to
it's
why.
not. It's not our business.
No, it isn't.
Well, kind of is our business. That's what I do for a living,
but
you know,
It's
fine.
Relics maybe could find himself a position back in the team because I think he's a good player.
Well, that's what I wanted to point out. Yeah, you just mentioned
Yeah.
Relics. There's some positives that the individuals in this team can take out of this this experience.
Definitely
and
so.
Playing at LAN and
Here you go. There's your
Thanks.
yellow card.
Yellow card.
Yeah.
oh, I was going
You
to
can give
to
it
you.
out to other people now.
Brilliant. Okay, I'll just leave that in there.
Yep, thank you very much. I hope that...
Let's see if it fits. I don't want it to be there the whole time. People will think I've got a weird pocket square.
You do, you weirdo. What a weirdo.
I'll shorten this later.
No, you're
I'll
definitely
shorten-
right there, James, with the fact that they're showing good form, especially the French guys. Relatively impressive considering, unless you're looking at the top tier or even the second tier where the LDLC of the worlds are, you're not really seeing these French guys too much. I know that one of them were playing for Envious as a sub at some point, but they look like they can definitely grow into good players. Sick is the one which I think he needs a new home, Matt, or at least a new environment, because if he can flourish, which I know you and I definitely thought that he
absolutely.
could.
I thought he was the standout on TSM over Automatic at the time.
Yeah, and even old mate Relic said in his interview that he thought he could be the standout, and it just hasn't been so. So I'm not sure what needs to go on, what transition needs to happen. There's probably a lot with that kid that we don't know about, but he's still young.
He's very young. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's got time. He's got time. But the problem is there's not really anyone that molds players in North America right now.
Semphis isn't too bad at molding the youngsters.
I'm not going to reach for that one too far, but yeah, he's kicking around on the edges.
No, I was just saying because
On
he
the
did good
fringes.
stuff with like Automatic and
That's true.
that TSM lineup.
It's true.
For a while. I wasn't having any
He's a
kind of
disciplined
innuendo
man.
about that kind of
Yeah,
untoward topic.
let's just clarify that as quickly as possible
all
if
very
we could.
innocent.
No,
It's fine,
I could
carry
have
on.
been talking about how Semphis likes to sculpt his body at the gym as well. That could have been where I was going. But there was no trolling there at all.
Yeah, no, none.
Yeah, so we say goodbye to Misfits, but Pain, a very, very impressive showing here, especially compared to their first game of the day. They'll be going up against CLG, but first we're going to go for a break while we get those games set up. Thank you guys for your insight, and thank you all for sticking with us.
No problem,
We'll be
James.
back soon. See you then.